We gave him his own podcast, so
Yeah, they gave him my own show.
we gave him a job, so clearly.
Literally, they met him for 6 months and gave him my own show.
So what you doing tonight?
We are filming the first episode of the one-on-one. The premiere.
No, second.
No, it's the first. We'll
the one that really counts?
It's
the one that really counts. Wow.
I didn't even remember the first one.
What was the first one?
Wow.
Y'all niggas
It's
got
us.
together. Y'all niggas got
Squashing our
together-
beef.
Y'all niggas got together and started a whole podcast. Whatever. This is the first one. You know what I mean?
True, that's
the one-on-one episode.
Oh.
By yours truly, they chose me. I chose myself, but they chose me.
As well.
To do
Yeah,
it,
good
obviously.
questions.
Yeah, because I'm...
You're gonna ask the hard-hitting
the
questions.
brains. Yeah, we're gonna talk about...
Set people
a lot.
up too.
All right, but who do you got on board tonight?
Just relax. I'm getting there.
Can we all get one question?
No.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yes. No.
I don't care.
I got
Steve, ready?
my girl of...
Top.
how long has it been? 17 years?
Definitely somewhere around
17,
there.
18
Somewhere around
years. Ashley Canelao.
Sup? How's it going?
How long have you known this degenerate
since
for?
Since at least 2003.
And we're gonna dig into some nonsense, pretty much.
And
Shit.
it's 2021 now, so yeah, it's going on like
That's a whole prison bid.
that's a long fucking time.
18 years?
It's too long.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
So,
Lots of nonsense.
real shit first, and then at the end, the tail end, some nonsense.
Okay.
I got some shit loaded for you. This is gonna be
no,
great.
no.
I didn't tell you about it, but it's not.
Oh,
It's not too crazy. It's not too
Okay, great.
I bet.
Yeah. And just sit back and hopefully y'all enjoy it. You know what I mean? And finally, we have a woman on the show, so maybe women will actually watch it.
Yeah.
Probably not, but maybe.
That's Steve's main goal.
Yeah, Steve's goal is to get women
Steve
to
likes women.
watch the show.
Got it.
Steve loves women.
Got it.
Camera one.
What's up?
Okay. This is not your camera. This
Okay.
is mine.
Okay.
My camera.
Okay.
The other camera's over. That's your. That's your.
That's
camera.
my camera. Okay.
Not really. This
No,
is both our
all
cameras.
right, all right,
mine.
both our cameras.
Anyway.
Got it. All right.
Welcome to episode 1 of the one-on-one podcast. I don't know what it's actually called, so I'm just gonna call it that. Maybe
That's
we'll
it?
Call it one-on-one.
All right.
Another branch and product of Fifth Word Media. To go along with all the other cool stuff that we got going on here. I'm Koel, your host, just your episode host. You're gonna see various different names and different people, depending on the episode. And I have a very, very, very special guest here today. My friend of 18 years, we decided,
Yes,
right? 18
we
years.
decided on
18 years. Ashley Canelao is in the building. Make some noise. No, I'm kidding.
Sup, guys?
Steve, that was crazy.
Sup, fellas? Ladies?
I guess we can start. Yeah, it's a little awkward. We'll start. All right, we'll start at the beginning.
All right.
So, young guy trying to find his way. It starts with me, obviously. Young guy trying to find his way.
Oh my
I moved to this
God.
tiny town.
You came from a tiny town.
No. I moved from the ghetto, from the trenches, right? I moved to this tiny town. It's just so small. It's a 1 square mile town, right? And I'm there for a summer. I'm riding my bike around with my helmet on. I'm trying to make friends and things like that. And I stumble across this little deli a couple times a week, right? So I used to go there all the time, no big deal. And this one time I go to this deli, and this girl is there, right? And what I didn't know back then about this girl, which I assumed to learn moving forward, is that this girl didn't own a shirt that didn't have cleavage on it. So...
Fuck you. You're a fucking dick.
This,
I'm covered right now.
This, like I said, back then I didn't know, but
Yeah, back
this
then,
girl
they didn't want me. Now I'm hot.
in a smooth 13-year-olds, and we're riding around, fucking got my bike on, my helmet, looking like a goof, and I walk in the deli, and this girl's here with like jeans and like a crop tank top looking kind of thing, looking kind of crazy, and she's sitting there ordering her food, right? And I'm in there just trying to get a sandwich. Thinking like, oh, I'm just waiting my turn, whatever.
I pre-ordered.
I know. And then I walk in and I'm thinking like, damn, gotta have it, right? What does the boss do? Walk in there like, yo, I'll take care of that. Don't she can't find her money.
I couldn't find my money.
She can't find her money. I'm like, you know what?
Couldn't find it.
I got that. Relax. I'll take care of that. Pay for the food. What did she say? Thank you. Walk right out. Didn't speak to me for days. Shit was crazy. That was the first time we met. Shit was nuts. Didn't look my way again, like ever again. We ran into each other again, obviously, after that, because we realized we go to the same school. But that was the first time that we
Was it
met.
gym class? That was the first
Yeah,
time I think I saw you,
yeah,
right?
and then
Gym class.
we pop up in gym class.
like, oh,
and
you
like,
gotta
you're
pay
like,
for
oh
my
shit, you pay for my
sandwich."
sandwich.
Oh.
You simp ass.
No.
No.
You know what's funny? I actually ended up finding my money. I tucked it inside. You know those stupid pockets that have pockets inside? I have one of those stupid pockets right now, pocket inside the pocket. I never used the inner pocket, and I happen to use it that day.
Tuck the money in the inner pocket. So
I, made a profit off of it.
yeah, but that was. I'm not proud of it. I'm happy that I met you that day, but I'm not really proud of it after that. But I'll let you dig into the rest. Just tell the people, your name. You don't have to tell them how old you are, but I already know. I'll tell them, but it's not a big deal.
Fine.
You tell them your name, your age, and just a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
Now.
Because
I know you from before, but you're a different person now.
I'm much different now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not gonna.
Still similar.
I'm not gonna dive into what you were before.
And also, just so you guys know, Koel was my first guy friend. He was the first friend I had that was a guy that was just chill.
I wasn't trying to be a friend.
No, he wasn't for a while.
Let's just keep it.
But
keep it 100%.
But I got no, definitely not. But I did get inducted into the boys' crew and suffered a lot for that for many years. But it was a lot of fun and good times. But yeah, first little crew that was not of the same gender. My name is Ashley Canelao, Portuguese, 100%, 31. And
31 and fun.
31. Turning 32 in December. Gross. Old as shit.
You're not that old.
I know. I don't feel it
Not
ever.
that old.
I don't ever feel.
Oh yeah, there's a crowd of old dudes.
That's okay. That's good.
Not like super old, but like older than us. 34. Older than us.
All right, older than us.
Yeah, older than the realm that we live
I
in.
never feel 31.
Well, you were 30 when you were 15,
That's
so
true. Excellent point.
totally different.
So, right now I'm working. I'm also going to school for my MBA. And I live by myself.
You smart.
Spend a lot of time, though, with my family. A lot of time. I spend probably half my time there, half my time at my own place. And right now, because of COVID, I'm working from home.
Trash, ain't it?
Which is good and bad. There's good and bad to everything, right? So, but, I'm a very social person, so I'm definitely missing that.
Are you?
Am I?
Social?
Something like that.
Are you social?
I could be.
Are you going to sit up here and say that you're...
I'm definitely social.
Really?
Just because I don't go out all the time, I'm not social. I'm a very outgoing person.
Okay, that's better. Social, though? I don't know.
I mean, if you're saying I selectively choose to hang out with people, that would be an accurate statement.
Okay. So we can say that. Fine, whatever. What do you do? What do you do as a profession? For everyone that wants to know.
So I am a financial planning and analysis consultant, which is sort of like an associate manager-ish. Basically, we business partner. What does that mean? You have a relationship and you build trust with a part of the operation. Maybe they're in marketing, the group you support. Maybe they're in supply chain. Maybe they're in R&D. I've supported all three.
So you're smart.
I guess you could say that.
Do you know what that is? You know what Do you know what any of that means? No.
It doesn't,
You're smart.
But what it is, that's why I say I'm social. Because it takes a certain type of personality. You don't have to have all the knowledge going in to do my job. Yeah, you need a degree because you need that to get into the door. But a big part of your job is forming relationships. And with those relationships, you build a type of trust where people feel like they can rely on you.
I'm impressed that you can form relationships in a different way in which you used to form relationships. You used to form relationships in a very specific way.
Which was?
Back in the day.
Which was?
It was
Speak freely.
The way that you form relationships back in the day was low cut shirts and shorts.
All right.
And a
But
very,
talking about,
very cheerful personality.
but you're talking
back
about,
then.
that's mostly with men though, right? That's not from a
Yeah.
professional standpoint.
Well, when women didn't like you. So.
No.
So.
not many.
No, women didn't
Not
like you
many.
at all. No.
I mean, I had the people that knew me aside from that didn't, see that on the surface, and they could see beyond that, and that accepted me.
Yeah.
I'm friends with those people now.
I knew you outside
You
of
knew
that.
you knew that.
We
as
sit
well.
and talk about a lot of stuff that had nothing to do with anything. And then over time, when we started to hang out with each other, it actually gradually turned into a like, okay, I'm not trying to sleep with Ashley anymore.
That's right.
Let's
That's
watch MTV Jams.
Yes. Let's
Like-
call each other and all right. What song are you playing right now?
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
you want to kick it to? I don't
That's
know. Like
crazy.
I just feel like for me, there's always been and there always will be the outside person that people see, but the inside person that is the real thing.
Yeah.
So
Outside, you are you come off like a bull in a china shop
yeah,
kind of thing.
he's not wrong.
Like,
I'm very in your face.
this is knocking stuff
Could
over.
sometimes be extra loud.
You are definitely extra.
Definitely
loud.
But
Not to a fault though.
no. I mean,
Once you-
like people
once you
tell
know.
me I could talk to a wall. It's true because I don't have a problem talking to people. But I also come off, maybe to some people it comes off as overconfident, or maybe to some people intimidating. To many people intimidating.
So, just to go from there. So, how does that work specifically now in a 2021 time where more women are like that now? But like, how is navigating through that? A lot of women are looking for someone to take care of them and kind of play that role where like, yes,
Yeah.
they are up in your face at first, but really it's kind of like a reclusive kind of thing. And I want you to take care of me. What route do you take as far as that goes? And how does that, and the second part is, how does that mesh with your job? Your job is extremely engaging and hands-on. So how does that work as far as you trying to show people what they can't see off the surface while trying to balance what you got going on?
So from a work perspective, it's always done me really well. Because from a work perspective, when you're portrayed as confident and you don't hold your tongue, and when you do open your mouth, you have something constructive to say, or you're giving something that's good feedback, then you're viewed as, oh, like this is a strong employee. This is somebody that can get the job done, who's not afraid to say, what's on their mind, but with some tact. And so, and they come off as more confident, so they feel like they could put more trust in you because of that.
So in your work life,
It works really
It
well.
works- it
In my
works well for
personal
you,
life,
so.
it's been hit or miss. It's a real hit or miss. What was I just going to say? So the first thing that you said, and it's hard for me because I'm almost like, am I the right chick to ask that? Because I've never looked to anyone to take care of me, and I never will.
right?
I don't want it. I don't need it. I want someone that's beside me, but not someone that's going to be in front of me.
Okay.
Or someone who's going to be holding me together.
Right.
I looked for that in the past. That's how I got to where I am now, and I'll never look for someone to do that for me again. Supportive is a lot different from take care of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so for me, now it's a lot harder, especially being this age, because I'm a lot more like, what you see is what you get. And at this point, I don't know how much I'm really going to be able to change for you. Like I could compromise some things, but
That's it. You don't have to change much, but compromising. And
compromise is huge.
a lot of men know what type of woman they're looking for. The mistake that we make is we find something that we do like in a woman, and then we do the same thing women do. We try to form them to
Can't
something
do it.
else.
Doesn't work.
But
Tried it.
you-
Failed. Couple times. Couple times. Can't do it.
And how does it work with like I said, your job is like it's really engaging, it's really attentive. how much time do you actually have? And do you date at work?
No.
You don't, right?
I've done that and it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
No.
I always tell people that don't date at
No.
work. It's miserable, right? So you don't date at work at all.
Never.
Good for you.
I actually had a guy that was into me at my current job, and I was
relax.
like, I was from the
Tell him to quit.
from the
Like, yo, you gotta quit, bro.
from the rip. I was like, and I knew he was in. Here's the problem, guys. A lot of the times, a girl knows when you want to push up, especially if she spent time with you.
How do you be knowing though?
They know.
How?
I know because I don't know anybody who doesn't take the opportunity to push up on me when they get the chance.
Oh,
but
so you
it's
like
very
that.
different for me.
Okay, so you like
It's
that.
very different for me. I mean, I've gotten so used to picking it up by now because I've seen all different types of ways. So the type I'm talking about is more like the sneak type where, I may try to be her friend and see where that's going to go.
Okay, in my defense, you stop right there. In my defense, I wasn't trying to be a damn friend.
I know. But
there's no sneak in there.
But
okay?
that is the type that a lot of guys try to go down that avenue, and I highly advise against it every time because you're going to put yourself in that particular place that she's not going to see anything aside from that, and it's going to take a long time, if it ever happens, for her to get there. But in this particular instance, like I knew he was feeling me just by his mannerisms, like that, the way he was with me. And I was like, oh no. So I would start talking about how, like, well, I actually got into a bad situation where I dated somebody from work and it really didn't work out. Fast forward, one thing led to another. And I mentioned that I was going on a date and he got real awkward. And then we ended up having a conversation shortly after that. And he was like, I can't, I think I need to put some space between us and XYZ.
How you gonna say you need to put space?
He sat in the desk right next to me. I was like, where are you gonna go? You got 2 desks away?
Men are
they don't always have it together.
We don't.
Neither do women.
Because I don't.
No.
So like, how do you let a guy know that you're interested?
I'm very forward. I don't know. For me, I've always been very forward. So because I feel like most guys are apprehensive around me, or they dance around it.
Just don't know how to approach women anymore.
And I definitely come off as intimidating. I've learned that from people. Like I know I give off a vibe where like
I don't know how.
I'm
not intimidated by you at all.
You know me. So
I was intimidated by you before the first time.
I go out and like if I meet people out in a social setting and stuff like that, like they won't approach me. Yes. And then I have to be the one to make a move if I'm interested. It's been like that many times.
That's interesting.
Many times. Yeah.
Now how much time do you have to allocate towards like dating people? You just take it as it comes, like take it as it come and goes.
Yeah. I don't. That's a hard thing to say because I haven't really dedicated time for dating in a really long time. I actually just started this year.
Started dating again?
Dedicating more time to it, more energy to it, but not.
You answering your DMs?
No.
At all?
Nobody DMs me.
Oh, you barely on Instagram.
I'm barely on Instagram.
You're barely on the internet. So you're just one of those like people like you gotta like you're one of those like in person. I appreciate that though.
I'm not a big online. I've done the online dating thing, like the apps. I'm actually trying it again.
Wait, you're on the app, like the actual apps?
I'm on a couple apps right now, but I don't
like the pay ones.
Like no. Absolutely not.
I heard those are the ones you gotta go for.
I heard too, but I'm not.
The pay ones are like the ones where, cause
I'm not that dedicated.
But if you really looking, like you gonna pay.
I'm not dedicated.
Cause anybody got hop on there for free. But like if you really trying to find something, paying might be like. I
resent
the route.
My whole package having to pay for a fucking dating app.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm not doing that. I just feel that. I resent that whole fucking situation. I gotta pay for this shit? Me? Nah. No.
Yeah, what about those ones where the girl has to make the move first? Like she has to message
Me every
first.
time, yeah, I know.
Yeah, like that sounds like.
So I gotta pay for shit?
All right.
No, I ain't.
So we're not about to do that.
I ain't fucking doing that.
Now you're just. you're going nuts and all that. So we like I said, for everyone else that doesn't know you, I just happen to know you, so I got like a cheat code book on you and stuff like that.
Yes, this is true.
So a lot of things happen, when you were younger that kind of shaped the way that you are now, the way that you approach men, the way that you're way more conservative as before since I met you.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned, you had mentioned therapy to me.
Yep.
Earlier in the
Many
week.
times we've talked about therapy.
Well, yeah, we have. We took that ride to whose wedding were we going to? We took that ride.
Oh my god, Aaron's?
Yeah, we took that
Who's
ride
Aaron?
and we're listening to what the hell were we listening to? We listened to Bryson Tiller.
Yes.
On the way.
Well, we saw him live.
Yes, we did. We were listening to his CD and you were like, they were playing this one song and you were like, yo, this song's about me, and like every lyric you were like, that was me, this was me, this was me.
Yes, it's true.
I did the therapy thing as well. I shared that with them. Early on in the podcast as well. So like how much do you recommend therapy for someone trying to sort out exactly who you are and how you feel?
I recommend it for people who feel like they're okay. Even if you feel like you're a whole person that has their whole stuff together, I recommend it because you don't know the value of talking to someone that knows nothing about you,
right,
that has no inclination to judge you, that just wants to know who you are and try to help you understand if there's anything that you feel like you need to work on.
I was an advocate for it early on as well. Before I got married, I sought out therapy just to make sure,
Yeah.
Like I said, since we know each other, you know my story, you know everything,
absolutely,
and things like that. You were in the midst of things when they were actually happening.
Yep.
And I sought out therapy just to make sure that all of that stuff that I had going on was clear in the air before I brought someone else into the madness that was,
yourself.
Everything else that was going on.
Absolutely.
So did you? I know you sought it out just for yourself as well, but do you think it's a useful tool?
So
to bring up in not bring up on like your first date, but like if you really
I mention it. I talk about it openly with anybody.
Yeah.
I've talked about it with like a guy that I was seeing in the beginning of this year. I talked about it. I have no qualms with talking about anything that's going to make you better. And for me, that's why I said like there's always the Ashley that people see on the outside,
right.
but the Ashley that's really on the inside. That's like sort of, it's one and the same, but it's also two different people.
For sure.
I think we all kind of have that.
Definitely two different.
And on the outside for a really long time, I came off as, and I looked really confident, especially the time that you knew me and hung out with me.
For sure.
Right? I came off a very certain way, but I was extremely insecure. There wasn't a part of me
I think that you behaved that way because you were
I was extremely
insecure.
I was extremely insecure. I wasn't just insecure. I was extremely insecure.
I think you behaved that way specifically because of the fact
100%. I mean, 1,000%. 1,000%. And, it was a lot of self-doubt. It was just a lot of not feeling like I was good enough. And I think that's how you get yourself as a person into situations where you're making decisions or you're being a certain way because you have these insecurities and you're trying to cover up all this turmoil on the inside by putting this different face on the outside.
I know that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, and that was me for a really long time. And it took me going to therapy to really uncover that. And like I went to therapy because I was having anxiety attacks. I was having severe anxiety attacks where I was manifesting physical symptoms from my anxiety. Like I thought I had a heart attack. I ended up in the hospital. That's how it all started. Yeah. It was pretty intense. I'm not going to lie. It was really crazy.
That sounds traumatic. My feelings have never manifested over me that way, but
I just got over that last year. My anxiety attacks, like consistently happening, just stopped last year. So I was dealing with that for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We're going to talk about the, I know you say you don't do this much anymore. We're going to talk about the fancy crystal rocks that you had in your car the last time.
I brought them.
Well, the last time we were... when we drove to that wedding, you had like
Crystals.
the energy crystals, and we were like, oh,
Get it out of my pocket.
yeah, get them,
My right pocket.
I call them the mystical crystals.
Shut up.
No, mystical crystals. Well, they are crystal rocks too.
They are crystal rocks. They're not.
They're mystical crystals.
He likes to talk shit.
And Ashley likes
shit.
she likes to hang out with the mystical crystals. So
I
like,
only brought them because he talked about it.
because I was talking about it. So like, what was the? I don't know shit about So you know my boy Fashad. He carries around fucking weird energy crystals too.
Yeah. Well, he weird, so. Hello.
You met him too. Yeah, he weird as fuck, right? He cool though. He cool. He got that baby mama shit going on. What's up,
I was gonna ask you about that too, but let's not talk about that on your podcast.
He did. He did find the cheat code. We gonna talk about that later.
Oh,
he
God.
found the cheat code for sure.
Okay.
Ooh, he came up. That shit crazy. Yeah. Shout out to my man. It's not about him though.
No, it's not.
But no. So like, what's the you were showing them to me the day. Well, you were 100% into them.
Yes,
back
because
then,
I was
couple years ago.
I was dealing with the anxiety.
Yeah.
And I needed something to transfer my energy into where I wasn't.
You ever transferred your energy? Yeah, I don't know. Where I could transfer this shit anywhere, cuz. Yeah. Little rub and tug.
Anyways,
Okay.
any effing ways.
All right. Anyway. All right. So
it was a good way.
yeah,
It was a good way to not think about it's something physical you could hold in your hand when especially when you're having an anxiety attack, where you're feeling something real. So you because when you're in an anxiety attack, it feels real, but it's not real. It's all in your head. So when you're holding something real, it helps you kind of be grounded. This is real. This is real. This is not real.
This is not real. This is real. Okay.
Yeah. It helped me a lot with that.
I mean, yeah, you have
and when I saw
16 in them.
I have a lot of them still.
I know.
My therapist said too, there's something about that, physically feeling something like touch that helps you when you're in the midst of an anxiety attack. Where, if you're just balled in up on yourself, you're living in that false reality that your mind is creating. But if you're touching something from the external environment, you're able to relate. Oh no, wait, this is what's really real.
And this is why I went that route. So in the beginning, when you first started, you start talking about, you say your job, you telling us exactly what you do. It's 7 titles mixed into one. You're this overconfident person, and then 10 minutes after we talk about that, you talk about anxiety, you talk about the crystals, you talk about insecurity, you talk about all this stuff. So everybody is just totally
confused.
Not confused, but the layer kind of peels back a little bit.
There's a lot of layers
from the abrasive person
face.
that you meet out first. There's a whole different thing. And what else did I want to say? So you were talking to me about the psychic, too, the last time.
I did talk to you about a psychic.
You still do the psychic thing?
I don't as much. I find
Did you get your money back from the psychic the last time?
No.
You should have called her and asked her for a refund. Because she lied to you.
She probably did, yeah.
Yeah, she lied to you for sure.
I mean, there's definitely, some that have freaked me the fuck out, to be honest. Where I'm oh, you all up in my life. You got a spy cam? I don't know what's happening. But then there's other ones that you're oh, you're real full of shit. You just out here making money.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm sure all of it is no, I can't even say that. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't because I've experienced weird things.
I'm terrified to try the psychic thing. I don't want them to say something crazy.
I never told you about this shit with my mom.
I think we talked about it briefly. But we were around other people, so you didn't really dig too far into it. How's your mom, by the way?
She's good. She's great. She's out with friends right now.
Your mom is mad sexy.
Yeah, right.
Big facts. That's an inside thing.
That's definitely an inside thing.
That is known. It is known. They're saying
I hear it from the men about my mom, and I hear it from the women about my dad. So I'm just used to it at this point.
How is your dad too?
Crazy as usual.
I love that dude.
That's where I get it from, so.
Yo, her dad one time.
Oh, no.
Her dad just
Don't say anything.
Her dad just talking to one of her friends. He's like, yo, you looking like you put on a little weight. I was like, I looked at him. I was like, hey, hey.
Why do you think I was so insecure for so long? Who do you think planted?
That is crazy,
who do you think
bro.
planted those thoughts in my head? I lived with them.
And then COVID
every day.
And then you guys had a COVID. I guess you had a COVID scare. I guess. Well, how many of you actually had
Me and mom.
COVID?
Me and mom. We thought we had a sinus infection.
But you actually had COVID.
You got COVID worse than my mom did.
No.
I'm just saying,
You gotta remind me.
My mom got done with her symptoms way before me. I was sick longer than her, and she was a lot lighter than you. I was like, damn, my mom's just got good genes, I guess. She's
My
out
mom's
here
South
like
African.
Yeah, she's born there.
Yeah, she's born in South Africa. She Liddy.
She's real African American. She was born out there. She was born out there. So,
She look like Steve, but she white like Steve, bro.
yeah, she's definitely.
It's crazy. She's from South Africa. She's like literally white.
Her
like
whole
Steve.
family, all her.
Like your skin color, yeah.
She's light.
Yeah. She's light, yeah. It is. It's common there.
Everybody. Well, we're Portuguese. Like, she's not from there, but her father worked in the airlines and he traveled a lot. So all 5 of his kids were born in different countries. All 5.
That's crazy.
Yeah. None of them were born in the same country.
How's the family? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Everyone's good?
Have you been to Portugal?
No. Supposed to go next year.
You never been to Portugal?
COVID.
I want to go so bad.
Yeah, no.
You've never been to Portugal?
No, we go to Aruba, bro.
Oh yeah, you're Aruba.
Aruba.
She's an Aruba girl.
Yeah, we have a timeshare. We go every year.
She's an Aruba girl for real.
Yeah.
What kind of salacious stories you got for me from Aruba?
I ain't telling you that shit. You want all my fucking dirt?
So there are stories.
There's lots of stories about me, Koel. You know
are
this.
nasty.
I am a little
No,
nasty.
I know
What's
the other
problem?
ones. I don't know about no Aruba story. That's crazy.
You said you want to bring a single hoe on your
You
show. I'm here.
I didn't call you a single hoe.
Uh-huh.
You called yourself a single
Whatever.
hoe. That's not. I didn't say that.
We
Whatever.
don't slut shame, we don't judge it.
We don't.
I'm not that bad.
But
But if you were, we wouldn't
But
judge
if you were, we wouldn't judge you. But I didn't say that. Those are your words. I can read
Trust
the.
me.
I can bring the text up. I got receipts.
I mean, me and my girls, we joke around like, "Oh, you a single hoe," because we know like we're not really. So it's fun and games to us.
I
That's why
got.
say
I
it.
got receipts.
What?
You got a boyfriend?
I haven't had a boyfriend since 2016.
You see that? Steve, from 35 feet.
Hey! Social distancing. That's it. He's living that.
Steve went crazy from the half court, my nigga.
By the way, Steve.
This is an all-star game.
By
too?
the way, Steve, my ex was from Linden. Just so
Hey, you might know that nigga. You know all y'all niggas, all y'all Linden.
That's right.
Listen, all y'all Linden motherfuckers know
That's
each other.
150% correct.
That shit crazy.
No, it's true. We all
It's so true. It's true.
All them Linden motherfuckers, all them Linden dudes know each other for sure. Y'all are crazy.
No. We're not talking about that right now.
Word.
We can talk about that.
Yeah,
on
we can
camera.
talk about that later.
We talk-
I know mans too. I know him.
Yeah, you met him.
Yeah, I met him.
What'd you say about him when you met him? What'd you say to me about him when you met him?
He's your type?
Why was he my type?
Because
Well,
he was short
and what?
and Spanish.
Okay, fuck you. That's right. Short and
That's her
Spanish.
vibe, short and
That's what
Spanish.
he says.
You like midgets?
Yeah.
No.
Not midgets, but
No.
you know, compact. Compact.
I would have you know.
Yeah, we call him compact.
I would have you know. I
Come
don't discriminate.
Okay.
No, because
I
you
give
dated.
out equal opportunities.
You dated some.
I just keep them on the low.
Didn't you date some black dude that was big as hell?
I wouldn't call it dating.
I
That's
get
a
it.
stretch.
Okay,
But,
relax.
right. But yes.
Gonna throw this out here.
Okay.
Maybe a little crazy.
Okay.
But
I'm a little crazy.
still upset
All right.
that I told you this. I told you this years ago,
Oh,
like
man.
way before I was dating my wife at
All right.
the time. I
Okay.
was like, I can't believe you slept with a black dude and it wasn't me. I was mad as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was terrible. And then I told Carolyn that, and then I dead ass I told Carolyn that, and she's like, what is your problem? She's like, Ashley would never date you. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I was like, you met us like years later. I was like, you don't know the time we spent.
But But she knows.
You don't know. She didn't know though. She don't know.
If there's anything that you should know about me, there's one thing. I'm not a homie hopper.
I know. I do know that. I do know that for sure.
And I was obviously.
You were involved.
I was involved
with a friend of mine.
With a friend of yours.
Damn, that's my nigga too.
What's your preference? Black guys?
Short and Spanish.
Short and Spanish.
Short and Spanish. Compact and Hispanic.
It's a funny thing.
No, compact
for him.
and Hispanic. No, we're gonna play this or that later.
It's a
in
funny
like a few
thing
minutes.
for him, but it's not totally inaccurate. I can't.
It's not.
and act
What
like
do you
it's
mean totally inaccurate?
Fuck off.
Like shorter than you
okay.
or just short in general?
Just short in general.
Just short in
I
general.
don't like guys shorter than me. I can't.
It's just like short. It's just short in the.
I'm 5'4".
It's short in the. It's short in the scape of.
I mean, you got to be able to pick me up. Like I can't.
See the
You
vibe?
understand what I'm saying? You got to be tall enough for that.
It's.
I'm not. You got 5'11".
Okay. All right. Steve is shooting from 48 feet in the background. This nigga's not even in the camera.
Let
He's
him
going
shoot
crazy.
it. Let him shoot his shot. Don't cock block.
Steve, where you work at? Where you work at? Where you work at? Look. Steve, where you work at? Since you shooting from 50 feet.
Steve, I'm a whole lot of woman. Just so you know.
Where you shoot from? Where you work? Where you work at?
I mean, I try to shoot from full court.
Where do you work? Where you work at? At a car dealership.
I worked at a car dealership as
See?
well for a while.
Yeah, I got something in common. Look at that.
I told you I worked everywhere. You didn't believe me.
She did that. She's probably everything that we do. She's probably worked that job at one point. All right, y'all are bugging out, bro.
What else you want to talk about?
We're gonna play a little game of this or that.
Oh no.
Are you ready? And you guys can join in on the this or that when I'm done with my list. You got a question?
I thought they were
Okay.
able to ask.
All right. You know what? I'll let you have your questions first, then we'll play this or that.
Yeah. I'll take questions
How
from
about
the
that?
crowd.
Whenever you're ready. Do you have a question, Raymond? Does anybody have a question?
What are you asking for an assist here?
Now y'all niggas is tongue tied. You see how niggas get?
I told you I'm intimidated.
Ooh. Hey, we not on Instagram Live. What is he doing? What's up with this guy? What you mean? No. What y'all don't understand is I'm good here.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
There's a lot of background. We're straight.
Yeah, this is like I'm good.
This is banjo.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Y'all-
normal.
This is actually this is dialed down.
This is way dialed
Yeah,
down.
this is
to
dialed
be
down.
honest.
Do y'all got any fucking questions?
Yeah, Rain has a question.
Hurry up.
Calling out to the crowd.
If you had to describe yourself as a flavor, what would it be?
Ooh. All right, so let me help
Let
you
me
out.
think about it.
Let me help you out. What kind of flavors you talking? We talking Ben and Jerry. We talking Ben and Jerry flavors.
We trying to figure out what she tastes like.
We talking.
That's what he said, not she said, because he wants to know more than she does.
We talking Ben and Jerry flavors. We talking Haagen-Dazs. What we talking about? Dairy Queen.
I know.
I mean? They got the homemade. They got the homemade ice cream shop.
Ben and Jerry flavors seem real complicated. I don't know.
And you're fucking
I'm
complicated.
real complicated?
Yes.
Shit.
I have a more mature question.
Okay.
I want. You can answer that one first, and then we
I
got
could
some
also.
What are you
mature.
looking for a guy these days?
Oh.
What are you looking for in a man these days?
Growing up and you've seen a lot of things come and go.
Someone who can communicate.
It's
huge. It's the biggest thing.
It is. I'm married, so I can say that.
There's got to be a vibe for me.
Gotta
Got to be a vibe. That's why the dating apps is really hard for me because I can't pick up on that. And I also don't want to get to know you via text message. Like people be interviewing me on text message. Ask me to hang out. Why you being apprehensive? I'm already turned off. I'm done.
Socially dating?
Ish. Not really. I started, but I met someone that checked certain boxes, but that vibe wasn't there. Wasn't there. Might be a little too white.
For sure, probably.
Yeah,
That's
too
probably
white,
it. For sure.
Definitely for me.
That's usually a thing.
that
Not for
is-
me, but
No,
For other-
definitely not for
For
you.
other people, that's a thing.
No, like,
I'm okay.
you know, just I'm a little flirt, obviously, and
A little flirt?
I'm a flirt.
A little flirt?
I'm less.
With a good time.
I'm
3,000
I'm less,
3,000 degrees.
I'm
you are
way more dialed
you used to
down.
be like a 15 out of 10.
Yes.
And now you're like a 7.
7's okay.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
Sometimes 8.
If you would have met
Anyways.
Ashley back in the day, she
Anyways.
was like, we didn't know if she came in,
There's got to be a.
You didn't know who her man was.
There's got to be a vibe, so there has to be some playfulness there, and you just have to. You can't be a project. You can't be a project. I can't take on projects. You need to have an idea of where you're at in life if you haven't already figured it out. So I'm not here to direct you because I tried doing that and it spit back in my face. So you need to have a direction and be already either going down it or aiming to get there, or you're already there. Because I can't be someone's North Star. I'm not going to be the one to guide you there. You got to
That's a
guide
bar.
yourself.
That's a bar.
You've been through a couple of relationships.
That's a bar.
I've been through situations and one
Wow.
and one fucked up relationship. So
We call them situations.
I'm
Situationships.
yes, 100%. I've been in
She-
more situationships than
Yeah.
relationships.
Relationships. Wow.
From one thing I know from you, you're not one to fully commit when there
I have
are
commitment issues hard.
when there's two or three things that you can't put your thumb on. You're not a go for it. Like it's not. It's like
What's the
Okay.
deal breaker?
how much time you got? How much time?
I don't know. There's a kind of a few. All right. Number one is if it physically it's not there, it's not there. I can't make that happen.
Bars.
It's not about that.
Oh.
We didn't play this or that, bro. Relax.
It's-
God damn.
it's
I'm stepping on my shit.
If physically it has to be there. If it's not, it's not. If you're completely broke, like you don't have a fucking dollar to your name, I can't.
That's an important one.
What you mean?
Like,
So I know when you say broke, but like, what about just to play devil's advocate?
Go
This
ahead.
ain't me.
I hear you.
Paycheck to paycheck.
It's broke.
Broke. Okay.
You're paycheck to paycheck.
Okay.
You're broke.
Okay.
Right?
Just
Just put
clearing
it out there because people who are paid
That's a good reference.
because you're
Well, yeah.
because you are struggling because you're not able
Realistically,
you're not able
right.
to retain any
Right,
of your
right.
profit to invest in yourself.
Right. And that's a deeper.
And that's so important.
Yeah, that's a
Financially
deeper
stable
thought. That's
yeah.
a deeper thought than just me saying.
On auto pay.
Right. Having me say paycheck to
All
paycheck.
my bills are on auto
So this
pay,
is a
so
deep-
I hear that.
This
I
is
hear that.
this is a deeper thought outside of just saying paycheck to paycheck. Just a sidebar to everything else is that once you are not paycheck to paycheck, then you've entered the realm of like I'm taking care of myself now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you live paycheck to paycheck,
You're
I've
struggling.
learned.
Yeah.
I've learned myself.
We all been there.
Exactly.
Me too.
Longer
That's
than
why
everyone
I'm telling
else.
you, I
Right.
was broke.
And now you look at it and you're like, there's no way I was taking care of myself.
You weren't.
Paycheck to paycheck.
100
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yes, did I have what I needed? A roof and nothing else? Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. But I wasn't actually I wasn't living. I wasn't taking care of
Right.
it. So there's no way I can live. If I can't live, I can't live for you.
100%.
And I can't move somewhere with you. We can't move forward. We can't
Yeah.
do any of these things.
I'm
without
all
that.
about when I understand that in couples, like things happen,
For sure.
and you can end up losing a job in a
Right,
couple,
right.
and then you could struggle. That's one thing.
But
if
we've also worked
if from
that
the
point.
rip there's issues,
Yeah.
I can't invest my time and energy into that. The third thing in the top 3 would be liars. I can't fuck with a liar. You just got to be honest with me because most of the time I will forgive you. But if you lie to my face and I catch you, it's a wrap.
I got one question.
Go.
So,
What's your name, by the way?
That's Wesley.
Hi, Wes.
I'm sorry, I was leaving.
No problem.
What was your name?
Ashley. Nice.
Alright. So, for somebody that still with anxiety, right? Had a year to get through that.
Yeah. So I won't say that I don't ever get anxiety because sometimes I feel it, but I'm able to recognize it and talk myself down now more than I ever was before, and it's not a consistent thing. My number one piece of advice is therapy, because if you're dealing with anxiety, something's wrong. And you trying to sort through it on yourself, you're putting too much pressure on yourself to try to figure out something that's more complex that you don't understand because your brain is the one that's triggering it. So leave that to a professional, because I tried to deal with it for myself for a year, and my primary care physician was like, you need to see somebody. Just promise me you'll try. And I kept putting it off, and when I finally did is when it broke. And my second thing would be, you need to spend time with yourself and learn how to enjoy time with yourself, because I think that was another thing about, yeah.
Enjoy your own company.
I love time with myself.
Why do you think, he wants to joke around about, I'm not social, but that's because I've learned to love being with myself more than anybody else. More than anybody else.
You gotta do that first
before you can even be with someone.
For sure.
Enjoying time with somebody
For
else.
sure.
100%.
If you can't, let's say, because I know this is something a lot of people say they will never do.
Yeah.
You can't go to dinner by yourself.
Yeah.
It's a big problem.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I go to dinner by myself.
I've done it. I'm married and I've done that. I've gone to the bar and I've sat and I've ate.
Yeah.
If my wife was busy, I'll go. I eat and have a drink. She's like, "What'd you do?" I just went here. So you went by your. She's like, "Oh,
bartender make friends with somebody sitting in the
Shell, you
bar.
went by yourself?" I'm like, yeah, that's not weird. No, I've been alone for years. What is that?
Thinks it's weird.
You know?
Well,
No,
I do it
it's
all
not.
the time.
It's not weird.
That's because people are predisposed to being dependent.
Right.
Yep. It's a codependency.
And
It's
then
everybody
dependency
wants
is-
to be dependent on somebody.
Y'all got anything else? Any other questions? Let's play this or that. I don't want to listen to. I don't want to listen to Steve anymore because he's bugging. Are you ready for this?
All right, whatever.
This or that. You have to answer one or the
Oh,
other.
no.
No explanations.
What kind
no,
of crazy shit's about to come out of your
I'm
mouth?
gonna ease you in.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna ease you in. Okay.
All right.
Koel.
Yeah, but relax. Okay.
Assertiveness.
Let's start with something super simple, right?
Okay.
Car or truck?
Car.
Dinner and a movie or Netflix and chill?
Netflix and shit.
Ooh!
My password.
Drinking or smoking?
Drinking now.
Ooh!
I used to be smoking.
I didn't think you picked.
Smoking is what triggered my
Well, I know.
anxiety attack.
I did. Yeah, I could have told you that for sure.
I smoked every
She used
day
to be
for
a
7 years.
bro. She used to be a
Dependent
pothead.
on the strain, or was it just weed in general?
It was one of those oil pens.
Okay.
By the way, I did smoke in Houston though, so I'm trying to get over the like the worry.
You're trying to get back into smoking.
I'm not trying to get back in. I'm not trying to get back into smoking daily because I'll never do that again. I used to face blunts by myself.
For sure.
Chance.
She's a.
I used to do that by myself.
Bro. Listen,
I was a
you
pothead.
were a pothead.
I was a pothead.
Okay. And then just go to work the next day, like. Ooh.
I actually know a drug. I know a drug dealer that when he
Right,
sees
yeah.
me, he'd be like, "Roll me up a blunt. I'm gonna take yours to go." And he'd have like 5 people in the room. He'd be like, "No, you roll the blunt. I want you to roll it."
Some people, it's dependent on the type of strain, whether it's
Yeah.
sativa
So
or
the indica
Right.
is better for if you're not gonna have that anxiety.
Yeah, indica will calm.
Yes,
the
yeah,
funk.
100%.
Sativa will get you
I'm
hyped up.
trying to get past it. I'm trying to get past that linking the marijuana with the anxiety attack. So I'm kind of not forcing myself, but if I'm in a social setting and it's offered to me, I'm trying not to turn it down. If it's a J, I don't smoke blunts anymore.
J all day.
J all day.
That's crazy. I was gonna
But-
ask you, papers or blunts?
Papers. Papers.
Papers or bongs? Huh?
Bongs.
Papers or bongs? You picking bongs?
Bongs. I'm picking bongs.
Oh, okay. All right, let's dip a little harder in this thing, huh?
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Rap or R&B?
R&B. Every day.
Usher or Chris Brown?
Wait. Go
Shut up.
Chris Brown.
Ooh.
Yes. I understand he beat Rihanna. I
was
get
gonna-
it.
I was
I
gonna-
know.
No, I'm not even talking about that, but musically over Usher?
Yes.
I was also gonna pick Chris Brown, but
No, you're wild.
You're wildin'. He's
Y'all are
old
old.
as shit. Usher's not making music anymore.
yeah. Okay.
Usher's not making music anymore. Chris Brown had an album with like what? How many? 50
40
freaking
songs
singers?
and
A lot.
6 of them were okay.
All right.
That's a lot. It's like 22.
Okay,
22
Usher made
22 of them
songs,
shits are
but
fine.
he's old now.
Usher's trying to catch up with the sound. We're not gonna We're not gonna. What we're not gonna do here. We're not gonna discredit Usher like everything that he did prior.
About the disrespect.
But no, we're not discredit. No, listen, we're not discrediting Usher. But what we're saying is that now in the longevity, listen, the last 2 Usher albums are trash.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Complete
but
trash.
whatever, right?
No
we'll
Limit
get
was
past
okay. I'll give you that.
and that was like 2 albums ago.
And that was 2 albums ago.
Okay.
But,
He tried to,
He's chasing the sound.
but
Yeah.
hold on. The reason why I say Chris Brown is because never underestimate a Chris Brown feature.
Facts.
Chris Brown on a feature
This
is
is fact.
so fucking good.
This guy, he's
So
a
fucking good.
Chris Brown hater. Don't listen to him.
Why? Because he beat Rihanna?
No, he just
Michael Jackson fucking molested kids.
he did.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't get me started.
All right. Go to this.
But
Listen.
I'm still gonna listen to Remember the Time, but
Yo, that
I'm
shit's-
gonna remember that.
I was listening
But
to
I'm
it.
gonna remember that he did it while he was molesting
All right.
kids.
Are you on the audio?
Relax.
That's a TAF conversation. Y'all shut the fuck up. Okay? We got it, right? Chris Brown or Neo? I know you love Neo.
I do love Neo. but
Shut up. I'm not asking y'all. Shut the fuck up.
I think I'd probably still go with Chris Brown.
Really?
I like Neo, but I didn't like any of his new shit
All right.
either. I like Neo.
Can y'all shut the fuck up?
Yeah, please.
I didn't ask you shit, my nigga. God damn, cuz. What the fuck? I asked you more specific.
Okay.
2007 to 2009, Chris Brown or Neo?
Neo.
Yeah, that's easy.
Neo every
I'm
time.
just making sure.
Neo every time.
All right. Top or bottom?
Top.
Woo! Only got 2 more.
So what's
Only got
check
2.
engine? Tell me about this.
Check engine knees. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Check engine knees.
Uh
You know
oh.
what I mean? Check
Uh-oh.
engine knees is like, oh, I've been up here too long and like my knees get tired. And then you got to check out. Then you got to switch.
Oh shit.
You got to check engine
If you're
knees.
not switching though, like,
I mean,
are
you
you
switching.
fucking?
You switching. But are you, but listen, but relax. Are you switching because the knees is tired? Or are you switching because in the moment y'all switching? There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
It also is like what phase of the session are
See,
we
now you
in?
digging too far
I
into
know,
it.
but
Yeah,
you
digging too
brought
far
me
into
to the table, Koel.
You digging too
You invited me.
You digging too far into
I'm
it.
so sorry. Go ahead.
Me or Carolyn?
You know what? I gotta get the fuck out.
Carolyn.
That's bullshit. But okay.
All right. Well, what do you want me to
That's
say?
nonsense. If you had to call someone and actually have a conversation with them in depth,
I'm
and
sorry.
actually wanted them to hit you
I thought you meant
to
from
sleep
a,
with, no, I meant
okay.
like
from
no.
a conversation
No.
standpoint.
Obviously, you'd rather sleep with me, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about from a conversational standpoint.
Yes.
If you had a problem and you really needed to talk to someone, me or Carolyn.
I'd probably call you.
Exactly, 100%.
Sorry, Carolyn.
She'll be fine. I had 2 more.
What was the other 2?
I'm trying to think about like how.
What do you mean you got to think about this? How bad are these 2?
They're not that bad. They're just obvious answers. Tall or short? Short. We get it. Not a big deal.
Oh my god!
Tall or short? Short.
Yo, we can still dunk
Clear.
it. You can put the rim down.
I mean,
Tall or short?
I don't know.
Tall or short?
I guess short. How short? How short is short?
I'd say like 5.
Can we say mid-size?
I'll say like 5. I'd say 5. Well, short to me is different because I'm tall.
Yeah, you're
So
tall.
I would say 5'9" That's short.
5'9".
5'9" is short to me.
5'9" is fine.
Okay.
5'9" is short to you?
Yes, I'm 6'3". Yes,
Yeah,
5'9"
sure.
is short to me. Yes.
My brother's
For
6
sure.
foot, so.
Yeah.
He's big like
Exactly. Your brother's 6 foot. 5'9" is short to me.
5'11" short?
No, not really. You're shorter than me, but you're not short.
He's saying 5'9" and below
Well, you play
is short.
basketball.
Well, yeah. Basketball player or football player?
Football.
Ooh, y'all don't got enough meat on y'all. You don't got enough meat on your bone. Really? Football player? Really? Football
Why?
player?
They big. They're pretty big.
Big dick or small dick?
Big. What kind of fucking question is that?
Yeah, what's big? Length, girth,
There's definitely
vibes?
got to be a combination of the two.
A combination of the
What
two.
do you mean? If it's thin and long, it's not really a big dick, is it? It's like a pencil instead, right?
It's a long dick.
Sorry.
It would be a long dick, technically.
Is this a Kevin Hart special?
No, I'm just saying that would be a long dick.
Yes,
You asked me
Well,
what it would be. I
well,
said that would be a long dick.
But that's not a big dick. I don't know what that means.
I don't want to know either. I don't know what y'all do when y'all meet.
I will let y'all know clearly. I'm good. Okay? I'm okay.
He's fine.
I'm okay.
He said, ask Carolyn.
I'm good. She sent it to the group chat. Y'all know what my dick looks like.
I feel like I might have remembered that.
I know you remember it. I don't know why we're having this conversation. She sent it to all of y'all.
I feel like
y'all
I
know the
remember
vibes.
that.
What the fuck? Yes!
I think I blocked
She
it
was
out.
in my wedding.
I think I blocked it
She
out.
sent it to all the girls that were in my wedding. This was like in 2008.
You seen one, you seen them all. You know?
It was like 2000. That's crazy. This is in 2008. Right?
I think we're all unique.
You definitely all unique.
We're all unique.
Definitely all unique.
Okay.
All right. Any more this or that?
I got this. This one is important to me.
Oh my God. The
Right?
pressure.
No. It doesn't have anything to do. No, it doesn't have anything to do with me specifically.
Mm-hmm.
This is important to me though because I judge women on this specific.
Well,
I judge women
fuck.
on this.
Okay, go
specific,
ahead. What's
okay?
up?
Now,
All right.
2 men,
2 men.
right?
2 men.
You send that first text out.
Okay.
Well, you didn't send the first text. He sent you a text.
Okay.
Right?
2 men. Both of
The
them
text-
sent me the text?
Yes, they sent you a text. Both of them sent you a text at the same time.
Same
right?
time, received it at the same
Yes,
time.
you received both texts at the same time. 2 random numbers pop up on your phone.
Okay.
One's green, one is blue. Which one you answer?
This is important to you?
Yes.
I don't understand, Blue. I have to understand that.
Okay.
He's got an iPhone.
Don't ever trust a nigga with an Android. Niggas with Androids don't have jobs. This is facts. Don't trust niggas with Androids. Yes.
What'd she say?
No, I don't trust niggas with
I said
Androids. He's
blue.
married. That's different.
So I'm a
Single niggas with Androids are broke. Don't ever trust them. A single nigga with an Android is broke. And you got an iPhone now. You know? Nah. We don't trust niggas with Androids. That's a very important question. Listen, I asked her the very important question. 2 men text you at the same time. You get the same text from both men. You're interested in both the men, right? One comes in green, one comes in blue. Which one you responding to?
Blue.
The blue. Boom. We out of here. Fuck out of here.
I'm gonna go back to Android.
She ain't gonna answer you. You know, somebody's gonna text her
That's
a blue
fine.
one at the same time, and no one's gonna answer you.
That's fine.
Make me another old fashioned, nigga. This shit's good as hell.
Underdog, you like that shit?
Yeah, nigga, this is good. Anyway, thank you for coming. I really
Yes.
appreciate it. We had a
I
great
hope you
time.
got all the content
We
you
got
needed.
plenty. These guys think I'm gonna have a lot of explaining to do. Blah blah blah. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoy the first episode of 101, the premiere episode. I don't know where it'll be. I don't know where we'll be stationed after this for the next one, but we'll be on YouTube, on Anchor. We're gonna put your Instagram name on the
God.
video.
That's fine.
And now your DM's about to go crazy.
I don't want my
Your DM's about to go
crazy.
nutty.
marketing purposes.
Okay.
And marketing purposes.
DM about to go brazy. First one from Steve. Here we go. Yo, Steve, she prefers in person, by the way, not
do.
on the DM.
I do.
He DM'd her already. And he just switched the iPhone. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Back to Lindsay.
And he moving back to Linden. Huh?
WYD.
Huh?
WYD.
She already in the living room, bro.
That's true.
Nah, they don't want the what you doing. They
Yeah.
want, yo, what's good? We hanging out.
You heard what she said, man.
Who said that?
What I said?
Last one.
I said the girls don't want what
Last one and then we're gone. Last one and then we're gone for sure.
Okay.
Right?
Is this gonna be about Steve?
No. This isn't about Steve. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Steve.
ASL!
I don't give a fuck about
That's the
Steve.
classic one. Wes said the classic one instead of what you're doing. ASL.
Hey, yes.
All day.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
He said Jesus Christ.
Do y'all have any? You guys have any? I didn't even ask you guys. You got any this or that? You got any? You wanna hurry up? You got this or that? Yeah, Steve bugging out. I see him. Y'all good? Okay, I got one more.
All right, one more.
Third date.
Third date.
What is that?
Third date.
Third date.
Right?
Okay.
Third date.
Okay.
That you went on one. First one was fire.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You go on the second one. It was a chill vibe, but you appreciated it because
Okay.
you got out of work late.
Okay.
And you were like, "Yo, listen, I only got a little bit of
This is
time."
a real scenario.
Yes, this is
Okay.
real, right?
All right, cool.
This is real. So second date, you got out of work.
Chill vibe.
You got out of work a little late. Chill vibe, but he made it. He made it exactly what you wanted.
Got
You
it.
don't got to do a lot.
Got it.
You just I just got to show up. Everything
Got
taken
it.
care of. Cool. Third date.
Got it.
He's like, "Yo, we going somewhere fancy,
Okay.
right?"
Okay.
I order the drinks. I eat food.
We ate food.
Everybody's cool. Everybody's fine, right?
Right.
Do you offer to pay the check on the third date?
I mean, I'm only looking like that because I offer to pay the check when
You offer to pay the check on the first
I
date?
paid for the guy that I dated at the beginning of this year. I paid for the second date. Come on, bro. I offered.
She offered.
I have money, guys. I'm not broke. Also, just like it's like 2021, and if you can't like put down your pride as a woman and come out of pocket, then why do you deserve anybody to give you a second look?
Y'all have a good night and listen to that shit.